Hello everyone, and just like what happened with Battleship, I have another movie that is a movie dislike. So the good news is that this movie I enjoyed it. This movie I really enjoyed it. The only messed up part is the ending. Well, anyways, for people who are who's like, "Ooh, please tell us already what the movie is." The movie is none other than The Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the one that was actually released a few months ago on 2014. So, The Planet of the Apes, it was a very good movie. Of course, I have like some things to say about it. Chances are I'm going to put down below my Tumblr blog, quote unquote, or my entry on Tumblr that actually explains who is to blame on Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. And if you guys eventually want me to do a video on that, I'll do it. But for right now, it seems like no one really gives a. Well, anyways, so in this movie, what's going on is just the fact that you have the apes taking refuge within the trees, within the park that used to be a national park, while you have like a few humans left after the virus took over. Yeah, so you have these survivors of it, and now you have like they basically are protecting themselves from the apes, but on the other hand, they want to have power again. They want to actually have some way to have more power. And to do that, they have to deal with the water, not a water place. You have to deal with the electric plant. I'll say electric power plant that is over there in the park area. But sadly, it belongs to the apes, so it comes to the part of yeah. But anyways, why explain that and also just say there's two people on both sides that stirred up crap. It's their fault it happened, and yeah, you can read more about it on the blog thing. So anyways, yeah, what happened at the end, and this is not really a spoiler. If you think this is a spoiler, I should come over there and slap you in the face. But this is what happened in this freaking ending. You basically have the apes to fend for themselves now. They have to prepare for what's coming. And then all of a sudden they just start to do a close up in the eye of Caesar. They just keep on doing it. I think that lasted for like at least 3 minutes or so, but it was like eternity for me. So I was like, oh great, my gosh, why in the world do you have to zoom in on his eye? That's what they did. It's like, yeah, the eye is so beautiful. Let's just zoom in as close as we can to his eye. Which I'm like, ugh. This movie is very good, but I can't stay all the way to the end. And that's why this movie is a movie dislike. Because I can't enjoy it without knowing that, alright, I have to be very careful. I need to remember at the very end, as soon as they're just standing there, to just turn it off. To just straight up turn it off. But of course, one thing that's messed up is, like previously, what happened in their prequel is the fact that they had a after credits to show the spread of the disease because of that stupid damn pilot and because of that stupid idiot who was working in that facility years ago. Of course, I think I also did a who's to blame on that one too, so that one should be down below as well. So yeah, so because of that, they had a big spreading and stuff, and yeah, so they could have done something for after credits on that to expand it. I don't really know what they could have done. That's the crazy part. So I guess sadly they wouldn't have anything to put in there because if they do a sequel to it, which chances are they are, now you're gonna have basically the army versus the planet of the apes, which I should just say apes. You have the army versus the apes, and then yeah, which is really sad because I think they could have actually have lived together, but you have a couple of jerks out there. Well, anyways, so that's basically it. Just because of what they did at the very ending, I can't really enjoy the movie because as soon as it gets to that point, I have to just straight up turn it off. Which that's what you shouldn't have to do with movies. You actually should watch from beginning to end without the idea of, oh great, here comes this part at the very end, I have to get rid of it. It's kind of like with Saving Silverman. Actually, there's worse parts than Saving Silverman, but I do have to say the ending part, I would actually, if I could tolerate the rest of that crap that's in there. Yeah, that's the ending is the real part where I'm like, yeah, turn off. It's like, no, I pronounce you husband and wife. Turn off. Yeah, it's just like that. That's what has happened because of what happens the third. Yeah, the third wedding is why I really have to turn it off. But anyways, Planet of the Apes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Very good movie. But the ending, like the ending, like the thing that you'll see at the very end of it. Like, not where it's like, oh, this is the last scene of it. It's more like the true ending where it's like, yeah, they start to just say, hey, look at his eye. Is that eye beautiful? We're going to look even more into this eye. It's like, well, anyways, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more, because chances are I will have more movie dislikes of movies that I like, but they have one certain thing in it that makes it that it's like a movie I enjoy, but it's something that's in there that I'm like, I can't watch it, or I just can't handle it. Well, anyways, this one's the lesser of two evils. Battleship is sadly more evil than this one. So, thank you for watching, and stay tuned.